Saturday, June 28th, 7:13. What's up, fellas? Day 10. And if you hear, you already won. You already won. So let's enjoy, let's beast up, let's get it in. And we got a guest speaker today to give us some motivation. So let's get to it.
What I'd like for you to do right now, I want you to think about your dream. Because I'm in a room full of dreamers. Think about your dream right now. I want you to think about it. And envision it. I do not believe that any of us have dreams that were not given to us for the purpose of accomplishing those particular dreams. And I want to share something with you that has changed my life. I don't know what that dream is that you have. I don't care how far-fetched it might appear to be. I don't care how disappointing it might have been as you've been working toward that dream. But here's what I know. That dream that you're holding in your mind, that it's possible. See, sometimes we can't say, I can do that. But what we can say, that it's possible that I can have my dream. As we run toward it, as we work on it day in and day out. But people who are running toward their dreams, life has a special kind of meaning. It's possible. And here's what I will share with you. That in the process of working on your dreams, you are going to incur a lot of disappointment, a lot of failure, a lot of pain, a lot of setbacks, a lot of defeats. But in the process of doing that, you will discover some things about yourself that you don't know right now. What you will realize is that you have greatness within you. What you'll realize is that you're more powerful than you can ever begin to imagine. What you will realize is that you're greater than your circumstances, that you don't have to go through life being a victim. Someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. The other thing is that most people, ladies and gentlemen, they get comfortable. They stop growing, they stop working on themselves, they stop stretching, they stop pushing themselves, and they end up becoming very cynical about life, and they throw in the towel on themselves, on their families, and on their dreams. So I applaud you for your running toward your dream. I applaud you for believing in yourself, because that's what life is about, stretching and challenging. Looking for ways that you can begin to improve yourself. And ladies and gentlemen, as a result of stretching out, of acting on my dream, and I don't know what that dream is for you, I can tell you that it's possible. Your dream is possible. But not only is it important that you believe and begin to know that it's possible for you to live your dream as you run toward it. But I've done something that I want to share with you called choosing your future. And not only is it important for you to know it's possible for you to choose your future, but it's necessary that you work on yourself, that you develop yourself. It's necessary that you get the energy drainers out of your life, people who don't want anything, people who are not striving, people who are not challenging themselves, people who aren't growing, people who have stopped dreaming. It's necessary that you get the losers out of your life if you want to live your dream. It's necessary to know that everybody won't see it, that everybody won't join you, that everybody won't have the vision. It's necessary to know that a lot of people like to complain, but they don't want to do anything about their situation. That you are an uncommon breed. You know, you have to know within yourself that I can do this. Even if no one else sees it for me, I must see it for myself. That's necessary. The next step is, that is you. That is you. That no one can do it for you but you. And even though you face disappointments, even though you will experience some setbacks, it goes with the territory. You must understand that. It's not over until I win. What if we have that kind of attitude? The car's repossessed. Nobody believes in you. You've lost again and again and again. The lights are cut off. But you're still looking at your dream, reviewing it every day and say to yourself, it's not over until I win. It's not over until I win. Talk with you this evening about being hungry. One of the things I have realized, and many of us have, that if you want something out of life, if you want to change yourself, if you want to acquire something, if there's some goal that you want to reach, that it's really not easy as some people will make us feel. That living your dream, changing your behaviors, overcoming negative habits, it's challenging. It's hard. Always something. You will never ever have a problem-free moment in life. So how do we begin to nurture that hunger? What are the characteristics or the qualities of people that are hungry? What will it take for me to get some of the things that I want? And being hungry for those things. Number one, you've got to work on yourself. It's very important that you engage in an ongoing process to develop you. Spend more time on yourself than what you've been spending. Whatever you're doing, do it with everything that you have. Develop the habit of giving more than what you're paid for. Develop the habit of setting standards that others will be measured by. Someone said, do not go where the path may lead, but go where there's no path and leave a trail. If you get into the habit of just being mediocre, it will become a part of your consciousness. If you get in the habit of giving less than what you have it within you to give, it will begin to reflect itself in your personality. It will begin to damage you psychologically. And you don't want to be a part of that kind of self-destructive behavior. And so you want to set some high standards for yourself. Start living life with a sense of urgency and using what we've got. Using ourselves up. Sharing what we brought into the universe to share. Because if we don't, nobody else will. Stop wasting valuable time. Knowing that if we begin to live our lives as if each day were our last, our lives will take on a whole new meaning. It take on a whole new expression. Valuing each moment that we are blessed with. Many of us never realize our greatness because we become sidetracked by secondary activity. We spread ourselves too thin. Don't know how to say no. And we find ourselves doing all kinds of things and never ever have time to do those things that we need to do to work on ourselves. And then there goes a second. There goes another second. There goes another second. And we can't stop and hold time. And before you know it, you wake up one day and you're behind on your dreams and your bills. So decide that you're going to take some time to work on you, that you deserve that from yourself, that your life deserves some prime time, because you are creating your own production. As Michael Todd would say, you are the star of your show. You are the director. You're writing the script. And you will determine whether your life is a smash office hit or flop. The next thing that begins to nurture that hunger, whatever it is that you want to do, you want to do it massively. Decide that you're going to push yourself. Most people won't do that. Most people give up on themselves easily. You know the human spirit is powerful. There's nothing as powerful. It's hard to kill the human spirit. There's the power to hold on in spite of everything, the power to endure. This is the winner's quality. The hunger, the ability to face defeat again and again without giving up. Part of being hungry when you've been defeated, it takes courage to start over again. That when you step into your fears, somebody said, it was Winston Churchill, he said that courage is going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. When you step into your fears and continue to push yourself to go on, something happens for you. It will enable you to transcend yourself. If you don't develop the courage to do that which has been given you to do, and you spend a lot of time going around trying to convince other people or trying to get their approval, what will happen is that you will lose your nerve. And other people will convince you that what you're doing doesn't have any value, and you'll give up on your dream. When you're hungry, you don't care about the facts. You don't care about the odds. Doug Williams played for the Washington Redskins, quarterback. John Elway of the Denver Broncos in the Super Bowl. Everybody was talking about Elway, Elway. After the Super Bowl, when Doug Williams made a historic passing game, they asked him, said, how were you able, in spite of all of that negative publicity saying that you couldn't win, how did you do it? He said, I ignored my critics. I just didn't pay any attention to them. I ignored myself because they kept on saying it so much. There were times I doubted whether or not I can do what I needed to do. There's a Doug Williams in everybody here. There's greatness in you. And you've got to learn how to tune out the critics outside and the critic inside. And since I'm going to do this, I'm going to harness my will. And I'm not going to let anything stop me. I deserve this. I'm going to do it until. If you want something, you have got to be relentless. When crises strike in your life, and in the Chinese language, crises mean danger, but it also means opportunity. And this is an opportunity for you to grow. And you've got to be so relentless, regardless of what comes down the pike, that you're always looking for a way to get over, always looking for a way that you can break through, always looking for a way that you can win, always looking for a way that you can strike a telling blow. You got to be the kind of person that you are fearless. You are unstoppable. And because you are unstoppable, because you've got power that you haven't even begun to use yet, you owe it to yourself to release your brakes. How many of you have the experience of pulling out of your driveway and you mashed on the accelerator and the car was just going, and couldn't move, and you mashed harder and it couldn't move, and then you discovered you had your emergency brakes on. And then you release those emergency brakes and it goes, choo! Have you ever had that experience before? Most of us go through life with our brakes on, holding back, not giving all that we have, not sharing all of ourselves. Most of us go to our graves still holding on, rather than releasing it. What are some of those things that keep us from releasing it? Because of past experiences, past defeats, past pain. We look back, well, it didn't work out then. It probably won't work out now. See, the last chapter to your life has not been written yet, and it doesn't matter about what happened yesterday. It doesn't matter about the things that you've done that you feel guilty about. If you wouldn't do it today, you're convicting an innocent person. You've been reborn to a new state of consciousness. And as they say, if we knew better, we would do better. And so you begin to decide I'm not going to be denied. You want to be persistent about what it is that you want to achieve. Alexander Graham Bell said, what this power is, I cannot say. All I know is that it exists, and it becomes available only when a man or a woman is in that state of mind in which he or she knows exactly what he or she wants and is fully determined not to quit until they find it. Don't get caught up in, well, I've tried it 4 or 5 times and things didn't work out. If there's something that you want and you're hungry for it, you've got to do whatever is necessary until. And when you give the best you can and that's not enough, you must do what is required. And don't give up on yourself. Don't throw a towel in so quickly. Many people give up on the 1-yard line. And that's why most people never realize their personal greatness, because they're casual about life. And when you're casual about life, you will end up a casualty. Life is serious business. So I encourage you to be persistent. This is a winner's quality. You have that quality within you.
Success vibes.
One thing I noticed about myself, I think, thoughts is powerful in all facets. Because even my career, even my life, things end up turning out exactly how I visualized it. Not in this time frame I expected. You always want shit to happen overnight. But I just had clear visions. And your thoughts are powerful. That shit come to life if you stick to your script. It's about seeing long term, seeing a vision, understanding that nothing really worthwhile happens overnight, and just sticking to your script long enough to make something real happen. Man, most important thing, number one, is you gotta get rid of doubt. If you got doubt in what you're doing, it's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? And the way to do that is you have a plan. When you have a plan, it's not like just a pipe dream. You have a step-by-step list of things to do to get to your goal. If you don't have that, it's very hard to really have faith in what you're doing. As soon as something pop up, it's gonna look like the end all. But if you got a game plan and everything you need to do, one thing pop up, but I still gotta do this, and that, so this ain't gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? Another thing pop up. Well, shit, I accomplished these 2 things. I just look at my last obstacle. I only got 3 more things to do. Let me keep pushing. Fuck it. Pretty soon you attain your goal. And then you create another one. But without a game plan, without a strong sense of faith in what you're doing, it's gonna be real hard to accomplish anything. It's a lot of obstacles out here. Family, baby mamas, your homeboys being involved in the crab in the bucket syndrome, where you making moves and starting to make your way out. People start trying to attach themselves to you. And sometimes it's like kamikaze, they blow themselves up trying to stop you. So you gotta have faith in what you're doing and not take no for an answer. You'll get it. It'll be a long run, but you'll get it. For sure. You gotta turn it down. We failed. Had setbacks. Gotta start over. A lot of times. But we kept going at it. In anybody's case, that's always the distinguishing factor. The name of the brand obviously is a marathon. And it just stands for endurance. It stands for staying down. It stands for not quitting. Accepting the ups and downs of whatever game you commit yourself to and riding it out. You feel me? That's the reality of success or greatness, that it comes with a roller coaster ride, I think that
said anybody could apply the marathon concept to what they do. If it's sports, if it's fashion, if it's music, if it's hustling, whatever. You on a marathon.
Success vibes.
At this point, I tell them good luck if they think they can make me feel like I can't do something that I set my mind on. I already come so far from where I come from that it's impossible for you to discourage me.
Niggas say I'm crazy, I be thinking, yep. I was crazy enough to believe what the fuck I was saying gonna happen was gonna happen. And that's why I was consistent enough to exist now.
For that time period, I had to be run on my own energy. You know, I had to convince myself that I'm gonna make it. You know, regardless of how people felt at that time, there's gonna be points that people are gonna mistake my confidence for arrogance. Because they don't understand the process I went through and how much I had to believe in myself in order to make these things happen. I feel like you can will yourself into a good space. Things that are meant to happen will. And if you believe in yourself enough, you can help yourself learn. You can inspire, yourself in different ways where you can actually discipline yourself, to the point that you can become good enough.
I'm gonna take it in. I'm gonna absorb everything that's going on and get what I can get. Ain't no school for this shit. Ain't no school for this shit. You gotta be smart enough to pick up the information as you go. You see me winning, don't you? You understand what I'm saying? You just gotta hustle, man. You gotta go hard, man. You still playing games, man. Niggas got it. I'm gonna get it. Trust me. I'm gonna get mine. I don't know about y'all niggas. You see me winning, don't you? You see me winning, don't you? You don't get as far as the motherfuckers you talk to for no reason. You'll be successful as the motherfuckers that you talk to for no reason. What I mean is, if you spending your day talking to a nigga that ain't got nothing going on, what the fuck kind of information could he offer you? Can he help you learn something? Can he teach you something in the conversation? I mean, you want to play stupid, be stupid, stay broke. I don't understand why I don't get it. You see me winning, don't you?
When losing's not an option, then you gotta do everything possible to win.
You see me winning, don't you?
To be honest with you, if I'm sitting here with you a year from now, 2 years from now, and they're like, you did it, you're a billionaire, I'm gonna still be saying, yeah, but I got another idea. And it's what I think is representation of a person who's truly ambitious. You see guys sell companies $5-6 billion and go, yeah, okay, now what's the next thing? There's a part of your natural character, and you'll always find something to be passionate about, a new goal.
You see me winning, don't you? You see me winning, don't you?
I'll always find a new goal set for myself and work towards accomplishing it, because that's what really excites me. That's what makes me happy.
Great workout. Day 10 and we got it in. You know what I'm saying? Good stuff. Staying relentless, staying at it, you know. If you at day 10, then I already know you going for it. The aches and the pains and little stuff already trying to kick in. That's normal. Push through that. Those little knick-knack paddywhacks, hating on the bone, those are the separators. You know what I'm saying? From the strong and the weak. Who's gonna push through? So those are the separators. So like I said, when resistance kick in, no matter what area, your mind, friend, your body, health, whatever, you push through. Resistance. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, and it's Saturday. I ain't call it in the morning. What you calling somebody at 7 something in the morning for? You know what I'm saying? Because it tries to take your focus. This is why your phone be ringing a lot in the morning. Because if they could direct and distract you from you, you can't do you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do them. And you already know what that gets you. Behind on your dreams, your goals, and you look around and behind on your bills. You know what I'm saying? And we don't want that. We ain't having that. You know what I'm saying? So we setting, you know what I'm saying? We got force and love, hand in hand. Yeah, we're gonna give you some love, but we're gonna be forceful when you overstep these boundaries. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it is. Authority must be enforced. Boundaries and space must be enforced so that you can build you. So then you can give love. But yeah, man, good stuff. Good stuff. I love it. I appreciate you guys. And you all already know what it is. Together, what? We could do anything.